Hello guys, XP here and welcome to another video. Today I'm gonna be explaining TaCZ, aka Timeless and Classic Guns Zero, the Minecraft gun mod. So in this video I'm gonna explain to you how it works, what you need to look out for, and how to have the best experience. So the mod has four main versions: 1.16, 1.15, 1.14, and 1.03. Now some versions like 1.16 and 1.14 have hotfixes, and so you always use those since there are minimal changes except bug fixes in the hotfixes. Versions 1.02, 1.01, and 1.00 are very rarely used, and add-ons are not so prominent on them. The main difference between 1.0 and 1.1 is the file structure. In 1.0 versions, like 1.03, the file structure goes .minecraft, config, TaCZ, custom, and there the add-ons sit. While in 1.1 versions, like 1.16, the file structure is just .minecraft, TaCZ, and then that's where the add-ons sit. So, very simplified, which in this case is better. Now, some TaCZ versions are cross-compatible, like 1.15 add-ons work on 1.16, and 1.01 and 1.02 add-ons work on 1.03. Right now, for the add-ons, you will want to search for them on CurseForge, not the app, but the website. Then download them to your add-ons folder. Most add-ons are labeled as customizations. While rarer, they can be mods, and the rarest, they can be actually labeled as add-ons. I have only seen 2 cases of this happening. Now, to find them, you just want to search TaCZ and CurseForge, and then sort by latest update. This is very important for checking the version. Now, for which version do I recommend playing? Well, always the latest with a few exceptions. Like if you want to be Richtofen from COD Zombies, you would like to play on 1.03. Why? Because on 1.03 there's an add-on called Fiber Guns. That's a really good add-on that as the ray gun. You also probably want to install Elite X quality guns, which includes Mustang and Sally's, Origin Staffs, and Ray Gun Mark II. On most other cases, I recommend 1.16 or whatever the latest version is as you were watching this. Because 99% of good add-ons like CCRP, SIB, Arabs, Max Stuff, and the others are on the latest version. Speaking of... So, there are a lot of good add-ons for this game, but I'll mention my favorites and some great add-ons. This is one of the best add-ons, if not the best. It includes most of the base weapons from the original TaC for 1.16.5, and includes brand new great weapons. It includes more than 40 high-quality guns, with some of those being the only or the best versions of those guns compared to other add-ons. This pack includes the most realistic weapons. There is no competition in that. This gun pack has the most high-quality weapons ever, with over 30 great weapons with great animations and models. This is the greatest attachment pack in the game. However, the gun amount is lacking. In a recent update, the guns got broken, but then fixed. But the attachments are fire. They have everything, from a special block sight to a 60x zoom sniper scope. Arabs got it all. A great gun pack focusing on animations. It has a lot of guns from Call of Duty, like the M4 from Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2 2022. It also has the cast-offs from Modern Warfare 2 2022, and a lot of Chinese guns like the QBZ series. Now, speaking of Call of Duty, these are really good. Some of the older weapons don't have the greatest animations, but if you like Call of Duty, this man has got you. He doesn't have the greatest versions of all guns, like Cast-Offs, Cronin Squall, M16, MP7, and M4 from Modern Warfare 2 2022 are a bit better in other packs. Also, to remember, the MP7 was a collaboration between him and Classics Reborn, but for some reason, the gun works much better on the Classics Reborn gun pack. From his other gun packs, like the Ghosts, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare, from what I know, they are only supported on 1.03 and 1.14. He's a great guy with even greater gun making skills. The original gun pack. It has evolved a lot. Now I mostly use it for two guns that have great animations and for its great skins. The custom guns aren't the best, ACR still slaps though, but the skins are great. They're mostly on default TaCZ guns, but still great. Allows for grenades and knives. I literally have nothing else to say. It's a great gun pack. It has more than 100 guns. Do I have to say anything else? Most of them were copy and paste with default animations, but now they have great animations. Just one issue: the sounds don't sync, but that's only for like 20 weapons. The other 80 are still really good. I would recommend if you're feeling silly. As previously said, has a lot of guns from Call of Duty Zombies, like the Ray Gun Mark II, Origin Staffs, Mustang and Sally, but also has a great 5.7 pistol, has an M4 SOP mod, and other guns that are really good. Sadly, still only on 1.03 and 1.14. Has some really good, really different styled weapons from the original TaCZ. I don't really like this gun pack, but I would still recommend for everyone to try it because it has some of the best weapons ever. Most detailed. It's more in the style of Rick's Modern Warfare, but still really good. Would recommend. This is a really great futuristic pack. The Cust add-on provides skins and a few new guns, but the more interesting one is the Atlas pack, which adds guns from Advanced Warfare and a few guns from Infinite Warfare. Now, I have to be honest, I had a really hard time finding this pack to show you. It originally was on CurseForge, but has since been delisted. After some digging, it seems the creator has moved the pack behind a paywall on a Chinese website called Addons. So it's a bit of a lost relic. And if you do manage to find it, you'll see its compatibility is strictly for 1.03 and 1.02. So it's only viable on older versions. But the original EMX and Cust are still available for 1.16, and so they're still great. Has some really cool cyberpunk looking weapons. Would recommend. Has way too many weapons. It is very similar to Max stuff, like it was before. It is mostly copy and pasted, a lot of AKs and a lot of M4 styled weapons with default animations. It is basically like the old Max stuff without the silliness. Great guns and great animations on the newer guns. The older guns mostly use default, but still great. Sadly, there's no texturing, so the guns are just one color, maybe two. Well, it's still a good gun pack. Really good guns for the Division fans, and if you're not a fan, it's worth installing since it does had some pretty good guns. Recently got an update to 1.15, so that means it's available on 1.16. There are many more great gun packs out there, like the MW3 gun pack, Perseus gun pack, the two Helldivers gun packs, MCS2, aka the Counter-Strike 2 gun pack, Rebel gun pack, Cold War gun pack, Beans guns, Gucci attachments, and a lot. If I were to cover them all, this video would be around 15 hours long. So, that's pretty much it. But before you go installing everything, you first need to know what are the best mods to pair with TaCZ. Alright, let's get into it. These are my installed mods. Let's break down each one. Less Raisins Tactical Equipment, Less Raisins Appens Pack, Davos Arsenal, and Max Stuff are just add-ons installed as mods. In this list, there can be more add-ons such as Gucci attachments, Elite X quality guns, and or fiber guns. Timeless and Classics 0. This is the actual TaCZ mod. Endless Ammo, now this is a required dependency for Max Stuff and some other add-ons. Gunsmith Lib, yes, this is a mod. It isn't technically required by any add-ons, but it adds new capabilities to the add-ons. For example, it allows you to have shields, working shields in guns. Mainly, from what I know, Classics Reborn uses this. I haven't really seen any other add-on. Packet Fixer. This is really important because it's required to have more than 5 add-ons installed at a time. This is a must install. If you're hearing this, you must install this if you're even trying to mod the game. This TaCZ add-on is just a couple bug fixes and quality of life fixes for TaCZ. Pretty simple. Parkour. Now, this is a standalone mod from TaCZ, has no connection whatsoever. It is just a movement mod, but I really like it when paired with TaCZ because it allows you to crouch, well, you can crouch in the base game, to slide, go prone, and everything. It's pretty good to have installed. And so, those are all of my mods that I personally use. However, there are a couple more mods that I would recommend installing. I don't use them here because it's a brand new install. Alright, let's get into them. TaCZ tweaks. It is just the same as the TaCZ add-on, basically a couple bug fixes and a few quality of life fixes for TaCZ. TaCZ Plus allows for leaning left or right, and a couple more things I am forgetting right now, but it's a pretty good mod. Enchanted Arsenal adds enchantments for TaCZ guns. Pretty simple. The enchantments are pretty good. And TaCZ Lewin's third-person compat adds better third-person for TaCZ. However, it only works on 1.03 and 1.14. And that's it for all the cool dependencies. And so guys, that's it with the video. Thank you for watching, but before I go, here are all the TaCZ version release dates. To see on which version an add-on will work, compare the release dates of the add-on to the update dates of the mod. XP out.